Hello again, everyone. I think it's about time for me to do another rant video about something that's been bothering me for a little bit, because rant videos are fun, because I get to talk it out. How do I start this? Basically, this is about people that don't like a certain band or artist, because, there's I don't know, some people that don't like a certain band or artist that express their opinions in a really negative way, or say certain things that they shouldn't, and I just wanted to talk about that. So to start this off, my favorite band, for those of you that do not know, but pretty much every person on here does, what is up with my hair? Sorry, I just got out of the shower, so it's kind of a mess, but, my favorite band is 30 Seconds to Mars, and people like them and people don't, and that's completely understandable for me. Not everyone is gonna like the same band as me, and that's perfectly fine, and I understand that. There's bands I don't like that people love, and there's artists I don't like that other people love, and I can't change that. They're not me. But I always, I understand not liking the band or the artist or whoever. What I don't understand is, the degree of people's comments, or, the certain things that they say. If you don't, you can talk to me however, and you can be like, oh, I don't like that band, and if I like them, I'll be like, okay, whatever, great. And you can be like, oh, I don't like their lead singer. Awesome. I think all their songs suck. Cool. It doesn't bother me, but when you get to the point where you're like, oh, I don't understand how you could feel so, emotionally attached to them. I don't understand how you can say they made an impact on your life. I don't understand how you can say that they changed your life. Well, you don't know me. You can't, just because you don't like that band, you can't say that they haven't had an effect on me. You can't say that they haven't changed my life, that they haven't saved it, that they haven't made an impact. Because you don't know who I am, you don't know what I've been through. It's just I am personally not a fan of Justin Bieber's music, but if someone were to tell me that his music changed their life and it made an impact, even though it hasn't made an impact on mine, I can't say that it hasn't made an impact on theirs, because I don't know them. I don't know what they've been through. I don't know what goes through their mind when they're listening to his music. That's just how it is. And another thing I don't like is when people hate on the band members when they don't like the band. For me, being a Mars fan, I know that a lot of people call Jared a douchebag and an asshole and blah 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 blah, and you may very well think that, and I'm not here to change your opinion, but don't try to change my opinion, because I've had people insist on how terrible of a person he is, and for me, he's inspired me, and he's the greatest inspiration I've ever had. For me, he's never given up. For me, he's done a lot of great things. So even though hearing him being called things like that hurts, I understand their opinion, but I don't appreciate them trying to change mine. To me, what proves he isn't an asshole is the fact that he, along with Shannon and Tomo and everybody else involved in 30 Seconds to Mars, they go out of their way to do things that they don't have to do, because they know it's either the right thing, or they know it makes people happy, and that's what makes them happy. At Puckle Pop the other day, tragedy happened, and a storm came that they weren't expecting, and a lot of stuff happened, and I heard about Mars giving out food and water and telling people, oh, we're so glad you're okay, and just like listening to people. Like, they don't have to do that. They don't. They could have just stayed where they knew they were safe and been like, okay, cool, we're just gonna wait for this to blow over. And one thing that Jared did that I was really proud of was he constantly updated on Twitter and was keeping everybody informed on the situation. He didn't have to do that either. He didn't have to tweet about that, but he did. And that's what makes him important to me and inspiring to me. They do things that they don't have to do. Like, I don't know how much I need to emphasize that. They don't need to do any of that. They do it anyway. And so that's why, to me, he's not a douchebag. And yeah, just don't try to change my opinion on him. And another thing, if you hate a band or artist or anything for that matter on Tumblr, and you make a post about it, why would you even bother tagging it with that thing? Like, someone told me that, well, tagging it with what you hate, like, if you're degrading on 30 Seconds to Mars and you tag it 30 Seconds to Mars, like, they're like, oh, well, we're tagging it with that because it's relevant. And when you tag it and you say such rude things, fans are going to see that, and there's some people that get easily offended, and you know they're going to come to you and try to defend the band, try to defend themselves, and try to, like, tell you you're wrong and blah, blah, blah. And the thing is, these people that always get the messages from the fans are like, oh, all these fans are crazy, and blah, 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 and look what they're doing, and I just said my opinion, and blah, blah, blah. Well, you tagged it for everyone to see. And then they'll be like, well, I don't post stuff on here for it to be private. I post it on here for everyone to see, and blah, 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 blah. But you don't want the messages? Like, that's a given part of it. Like, if you say that you hate something and you tag it with that thing, people are going to see it. And people aren't going to agree with you, and they're going to come lashing out at you. Not everyone is, but some people are, because that's how it is on Tumblr. So, to me, if you keep doing that, it means you want attention. And I'm going to call you out on that. So, I just think it's stupid. And also, if you hate a band, you kind of need to, like, you don't have to use kind words when you talk about them with other people, but you need to, like, be wary of what you say, because saying degrading things about the band is kind of like insulting the person that likes them at the same time. So if you're gonna hate on something, just, like, you don't have to tag it, and you don't have to be really insulting about it, because, to be honest, you don't have to listen to that band. You don't have to deal with the members or the artists. Like, I always see comments on YouTube that are like, you know, this band sucks so much, and I hate this artist. He's a douchebag, or she's a bitch, and blah, 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 blah. Well, why are you there? Like, to be honest, you probably just want attention as well, because you don't need to put that there at all. Like, no one was asking for your opinion, and if you don't like it, then don't listen to it. That's all I can really say about this. If you don't like it, don't waste your time on it. Go read a book. Go fly a kite. Go frolic in a meadow. Go do whatever you want to do. Just don't waste your time on negative energy like that. If you hate something, that's great, but don't waste your time on it. If you hate someone, that's awesome. Don't waste your time on them. Like, just do something productive, and if something bothers you, ignore it. If a song comes up by a band you don't like, change the radio station. It's really not that hard. Just stop dealing with it and stop being so rude about it. You can post your opinion all you want, but you need to watch what you say, and you need to expect that some people that don't agree with you are going to get easily offended. And yeah. So, this video is almost 10 minutes long, and I don't think I have anything else to say. So yeah.